Hi guys, you join me in Barcelona. I am currently in my hotel room awaiting a very exciting drive, the brand new McLaren 570S Spider. Now, I'm very nervous about this video, as you might be able to tell from the title. I've been vlogging since about 4 o'clock this morning when I parked up my M3 and left it in the Heathrow car park and flew here. So whilst I show you how I got here, I want to quickly talk to you about a new motto that I have been living my life by and how I want to continue to do so in the future, and why it's important to me, because I think that it suits the chat that I'm going to have with you and TGE when he arrives and we take the McLaren 570S Spider up into the hills and get into a little bit more of a quiet spot. The reason why I've picked Tom to chat about this is I feel like he is actually the most experted and most experienced person to discuss this with. So I will wait for Tom to arrive and chat to you about progress, not perfection. The way that I interpret progress, not perfection, is recently I think I've been stressing and striving too much for perfection in my personal life and also in my YouTube life, whether that be trying to create the perfect video, always trying to better the video upload from the one before. And in fact, I'm not actually enjoying the progress and the journey that I'm taking, and I'm more focused on the perfection. I'm in Barcelona, which is an amazing place, one of my favorite cities. I'm in an incredible hotel, and I'm about to take a brand new car that isn't even out on the market yet, up into the hills and have an absolute blast, which will be a separate video. But I'm gonna sit down with Tom and chat to you guys about a very, very important matter. One that I'm incredibly nervous about sharing with you guys, but hopefully you will see where I'm coming from. You will understand and be just as excited about the situation as I am.
Put some sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Because then I can look at you in a very creepy way and no one will notice.
People will notice that I'm not wearing the same as I was at the beginning of the intro. That's because what I thought we were going to be able to film yesterday afternoon, arriving into Barcelona, kind of didn't happen. So now we've got the 570S Spider, which video is coming soon. There's an embargo on this thing, so we can't actually talk about what it's like to drive or how much fun we've been having. But I'm relatively nervous. So I said to Tom, please can you come into the video and actually provide a little bit of expert knowledge, because in this actual case you do have some expert knowledge.
Some experience. Expert's a strong word, but
some experience. So why I am nervous and why the title it is what it is not clickbait. It is quite an exciting time, but the reason why I'm so nervous is obviously I was and still am so excited about owning this Lamborghini Huracan.
Yep.
But I will now reveal what is happening and why I'm creating this video. You may see the Lamborghini Huracan on Auto Trader and Piston Heads. To let you guys know and just to make you aware so that it's not a shock when you see that. The reason, because for the last sort of year or so off camera, I've been trying to get a mortgage, which is incredibly difficult being self-employed.
Yep.
And whilst these motorbikes make a little bit of racket as they come
to shut up, I'm happy to do that. Shut up!
Shush!
Shut up!
Yeah, breaking the speed limit, all of them. I've been trying to get a mortgage. What's going on?
Trying to get a mortgage and trying to find a YouTube video.
Yeah. So, we are now in July 2017, and me and my girlfriend have been together for 5 years, and we feel like it is time that we make the next step of getting a property, which sounds incredibly sensible, and unfortunately I don't have millions of pounds in the bank. I spend all of my money that I earn on the cars that I drive because that's what I'm passionate about.
Welcome to the club, mate.
Me and you the same. So there are a couple of situations as to what might potentially happen. the reason why I'm so excited is because if the Huracan sells for a reasonable and sensible offer in the next month or so, the process just gets sped up, which is actually really exciting for my YouTube channel because it means that I will have a base that I feel comfortable filming with, meaning that you guys get more of an insight into my life, you get to see more behind the scenes, everything that actually goes on into running a YouTube channel that I've done in the last 9 years or so. My favourite period in my YouTube channel was the daily vlogs.
Yeah,
and that's where I want to get back up to, and I do believe that a property is the next step. But financially, it can't happen without selling the car. And I think from your side, you've done a proper. You bought a Lamborghini before a property, and your mum had a go at you.
Yeah, true story. So Paul and I have been discussing this video on the way, and he's genuinely been really nervous about it.
I'm actually nervous.
I'm a bit nervous for you now. It's really I'm getting stressed as well. So I kind of did it the kind of other way round. I'm a tiny bit older, a little bit older than you. Let's not go into ages. So a few years back, I was lucky enough to be in a position where things had gone well enough that I was able to afford a Lamborghini, a Huracan LP580. This is all tying in quite nicely, isn't it, mate?
That's why I invited you.
Wonderful stuff. Look at this. So LP580, I bought that, and at that point I was actually renting. I hadn't bought a property at that point, but I had bought a Lamborghini. And my mum, being an annoying mum, because that's what mums do, said, "Oi, Tom, you're a prat. You bought a Lamborghini, but you've not bought a property. What on earth were you doing?" And I did actually have some of my friends as well saying, "You need to get your money into property. Stop being a wally." They use another word, but I'm not going to say it on your channel. Stop being a wally. So I kind of did it the wrong way around, and it set me back from buying a property by quite a bit, putting my money into that car, which I don't regret because I enjoyed it, but it did put my journey back a little bit. I'm now on the property ladder, that's all good, blah blah blah, but I wish I bought property a lot sooner and stopped being distracted by cars, to be honest with you.
Well, look at your twin, James, who's recently featured on your channel.
So, nice tie-in. I like this. This is good. So I have a twin brother. He has a ridiculous haircut. He doesn't have a beard, but he has a ridiculous haircut. He features in my last video on my channel. He bought a Lamborghini Huracan Spider the other day. But he has been very sensible because he's been quite subdued in the background over the past few years, and he's been putting his money into property. So he now owns several properties, and he's a very sensible boy, and he's doing very well out of all of them. And that's something I probably should have concentrated on a lot sooner, instead of taking the mick out of him when he was doing it a few years ago and saying, "Oh, look at my car," yeah, revving at him.
Yeah,
I should have been doing that. So you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But cut long story short, I know exactly where you are on this. Neither of us have an unlimited pot of cash in which to delve into and do everything we want. In an ideal world, you know, my mum and dad, well, my mum would pay for everything, but she can't do that. I'm from a normal background. You're from a normal background. It's not going to happen. So we do need to make choices sometimes in terms of, you know, what's sensible and what's kind of best for long-term future, and also keeping your lady friend happy as well, which is kind of silly if you don't do that because it causes you so much more aggro in the long run.
I think though it is such an exciting time because it's almost like the next chapter.
Yep.
Okay, so I'd say the first 5 years of Supercars of London was exactly what it said on the tin.
Yep.
The next 3 to 4 years went super crazy, and there was actually a question in Mr. JWW's Q&A that we filmed yesterday. No idea when that's going live, so apologies, James, if you're holding that back.
4 months time.
But there was a question that was like, should I rename my channel away from Supercars of London? And I know that was where I started. They were my roots. I am getting back into the London vlogs during the summer, and as much time as I can, I will spend live streaming and creating content and fun vlogs in London because I get to meet up with you and we get to just do some pretty stupid
You'll get sick
stuff.
of that, mate.
But I've had incredible opportunities to travel around the world that would be stupid to turn down. We're in Barcelona, driving a car that's not even out yet. Like,
how's this happened?
You just can't say no.
No,
so even though
true.
my channel is called Supercars of London, the only way that I'd rename it is to Sol, S-O-L.
That's cool.
But I mean, that's way off in the future.
Spanish for sun, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
GCSE.
I think it is. I don't know.
Someone will tell us.
Someone. Hopefully, please comment below. But this next chapter will develop my content, and what is so exciting about it is that there are only best case scenarios.
Yep.
My Huracan goes up for sale. If it sells, it speeds up the apartment process, meaning that I will be able to then replace the Hurricane as soon as possible.
And get something noisy again.
Get something stupid. And by stupid, I mean I will go pretty stupid.
He does mean stupid because he said a couple of things that he's got in mind, and I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, you sir are an idiot.
There'll be a lot of modifications. It will be a bit of a project car.
You're going to die.
I might die. The other best case scenario is I put the Hurricane up for sale. I don't get sensible offers, and I'm still a Lamborghini owner. And in a couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, I get the apartment, I have a base, I have like a YouTube studio, which I feel like is now missing from my content, from my vlogs. The content that I want to create is more vlog based, and I know this is more of a sit down chat, but I feel like these need to happen every now and again on the channel, just to connect with you guys, because I definitely feel in the last 6 months or so, some of the videos that I've created haven't been what I've wanted to create, and I feel like I've almost been forced to conform to a certain structure of video. So it turned out that the camera stopped filming, and me and Tom continued to chat for another 2 to 3 minutes, completely oblivious that none of it was being caught on camera. But I'm back in England and I feel good. I feel excited about this next chapter in the journey of where hopefully I'm going to be in the next 6 months, and where us as a community is going to be in the next 6 months. And I feel good for getting it off my chest. There are a couple of apartments that I think I'm looking to make an offer in, which is why things have started to progress so quickly, and why I am looking to advertise my Lamborghini for sale, in the hope that we can speed this process up and I can essentially bring you guys some pretty awesome new and different content. So it is a really, really exciting time. I'm heading home. I need to edit the McLaren video. I've got some really, really cool stuff happening over the next couple of weeks or so. Some very interesting collaborations that I can't wait for you guys to see. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for just sort of just being there, because this has been quite a difficult one to film and bring myself to film. And hopefully you can understand and appreciate my honesty at this point in my life. It's a weird time and something that I've never experienced before, but I have to share it with you guys. It's as simple as that. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and like I said on...
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Các bạn hãy bấm like, comment và hãy bấm nút đăng ký để ủng hộ cho kênh mình nha.